What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Sip Off, where we have drinks and we talk all things basketball. We got kind of a short show for you guys tonight. We're just going to be talking WNBA and a few NBA rumors. But first, let me go ahead and get my co-host on. I got Jahan Phillips.
What's up? How are you?
How are you? I'm doing well. How are you?
Um, I'm all right. I'm all right. I was gonna say busy, but the week hasn't been necessarily busy. It's just been long. I would say longer week, but looking forward to the weekend. You?
It's been a long couple of weeks. I haven't had a day off since last Monday, so it's been kind of rough, but also looking forward to the weekend. So I see you're claiming your team again, the Hornets. It's still it's your team
I
again.
know. I never unclaimed them. I was just upset with them. I'm still upset with them
Since
about
you,
Steve Clifford. I'm still upset with them about Steve
yeah,
Clifford, but it's all right.
that's when you said you were done with them.
Yeah, but that's the home team. I'm gonna love them forever. That's it.
Okay. Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and bring our guests in. We've got Will Vogel, Willie Light. What's up, Will?
What's up, guys? How are y'all doing?
Band for life.
Fan for life. Yo, bro, I wasn't happy when they brought in Steve Clifford the dog, too. He sucked, man. I don't like him, man.
Yeah.
I've expressed on multiple shows, not the right hire.
Nah.
He
I
gonna
mean,
be fired
y'all
after
could have
year
kept it
one, man.
status quo.
I'm
Y'all
calling
could
it
have kept
right
it
now.
status
He's
quo
gonna
and
be
kept
fired after year one.
again
Again.
I mean,
fired fired again.
anybody. But he was the last coach to make playoffs, though. So.
That's the only thing he's done.
All right. We got Dom DeRubis here. What's up,
Oh
Dom?
God, it's the Crypt Keeper.
I'll be the co-founder, Dom.
That's Moby to you, sir.
Moby. No, you're not
Listen,
wearing the glasses. You're not wearing the
listen.
glasses.
I put my contacts in today for the first time in 2 days. But listen, okay, Willer Light is the second best nickname I ever came up with, and it stuck. How did Johanny Drama not?
I don't know.
It's better.
I don't know.
Said it's better.
It
All
is.
right, guys.
It's
We
so
got one
funny.
more guest with us. We got Joseph Jenkins. What's up, Joseph?
Joseph! I
Bobbity
can't wait
wop.
to hear this bone you have to pick with me about.
I do have to say, Dom, since you brought up if it's the Spencer Dinwiddie fan club, I'm definitely vice president because you and I both love Spencer Dinwiddie.
I'll be third in line.
But I'm doing well. I just got finished 2 days of training, so I'm happy to kind of just wind down.
Nice, man.
Okay.
Always good
So
to
we
hear.
got something kind of special. We coming up on the 5 minute mark. And so we are doing because we're doing a short show. So every 5 minutes we doing a shot.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I know
I
not
love
everybody's partaking, but me and Hani are. So
Let's go.
anyway, what's everybody drinking?
Megan,
What's that?
you asking the expert. Miller, like, come on, we need a sponsorship. I'm gonna make a shirt one day. It's
I'm
gonna
doing
say Miller
some
Light. It'll be
Crown
like
Apple.
name founded by Dom DeRubis.
I'm doing some Topo Chico.
Okay.
Oh, margarita one?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
I
it's
got Topo Chico
amazing.
ranch water.
Just about to
Oh,
be
we got
lit.
somebody else in the studio. Oh yeah, we about to have to take this shot. We got Cool McCain joining us.
Oh yeah. Waiting to see if he'd show up.
Okay. Cheers.
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 What is that terrible sound?
Is that me? I hope not.
It's
No.
cool beating on a digital drum kit.
I am not, sir.
Did y'all hear
Are
that
you-
shit?
Are you beating on a digital drum kit?
Is it
Did
me?
you touch my drum
No.
set?
Some
Did
weird
you
shit
touch my
now.
drum set?
Some
No, I
weird
was
shit,
watching,
bro.
why are you sweating? I was watching Tops.
This house is a prison.
All right.
Weird shit, bro.
Y'all
Love
are
that
hilarious.
I love that movie.
Okay, so
Weird ass shit.
player of the week is actually a Wings player. This is the only Wings player to actually be named player of the week since the season started. It was the center that we acquired from Indiana this postseason, Tierra McCowan. She is a 6'7" center. Like I said, she's 239 pounds, and she has had an amazing couple last games. Like she's had double doubles for 6 games straight. So, Will, you want to start us off?
Yeah, Tara McCowan. I'll go real fast with you. She's awesome, like you said. She is definitely one of the best players on your team. Absolute beasts, double machine. She leads the Wings in rebounds. She's tied for third in blocks, and she's fifth in points. But she's on a very up-and-coming Wings team that I see in a few years can make some noise with, like, the Aces, the Sky, the Storm. And if you could build around her and a few of your other pieces, man, this Dallas Wings team is going to be scary.
Awesome. All right, Dom, what you got?
Great post presence and defender. Buzzer beating layup the first game of her rookie year while with the Fever. Also second in rebounding in the league as a rookie.
Right.
You know, I can't remember what the other thing was that I said last week or the week before about something that the WNBA has right that the association does not. I don't remember what I said, but here's another one. Post players and post game.
Yeah, we actually have post players in the W.
And she had that game-winning bucket against the Aces that lead they almost blew. And she's just been huge since Enrique and is it Satone? No, I can't. Savali. Yeah, both of them hurt, both with ankle injuries, and now she's playing literally the best ball of her life.
I don't know where that feedback is coming from. I'm going to mute some mics real quick and kind of see where it's coming from. So it's not Joseph. Yeah, it is definitely some feedback.
Is it me?
No, it's cool. Cool. Tell us your points real quick on Tierra real quick.
She's not a bad lady to look at, which is always a positive. I like her game, though. I do agree with her being one of those old school throwback post players at 6'7". Not the tallest in the WNBA, but definitely talented scorer. A real good defensive player as well. Hit a big game-winning shot for you guys against the Aces the other night. So, she's been definitely a common force with some of the injuries that you guys have had. And, you're looking pretty strong. You've already clinched the playoff spot for the Wings. Well, your team has. So she's doing everything that she needs to do to kind of offset some of the other things that's happening. And it's good to have those type of players because long seasons, you're going to have injuries. And having her be able to step in and kind of be that alpha female for you guys has helped a lot.
And in actuality, she has been so healthy ever since she's come into the league. Like, I think she's missed maybe a total of 4 games in 4 seasons. So
that's huge.
Yeah, she's been just a presence as far as health and being there, being present. Joseph, what do you got on Tierra?
So when you're building a team, you want to have a scorer. You want to have.
We almost had 10 minutes, Jahan.
When you have a building a team.
This show is bad for my health.
Bad for my mental well-being.
All right. Sorry, Joseph. Tears in the book.
Sorry, Joseph. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. When you're building a team, you want to have a scorer, you want to have elite wing defender and elite post presence defender who also is a big-time rebounder. The Dallas are dealing a foundation, and she is reminding me of Tyson Chandler for the Mavericks about 10 or 11 years ago, who was a post presence who can rebound, block, who can score if need be. And so it's a one piece of the puzzle that Dallas is building, and she's doing great. She's going to get better. She's going to refine her post-game skills. But I love that she has heart, and she just keeps going at it. She goes toe-to-toe with Aja Wilson, Jonquel Jones.
You said it right first,
Aja, all the bigs in the league, and if she can only get better, I look at her as like the Tyson Chandler of the Dallas Wings.
That Tyson Chandler comparison was phenomenal. Oh, speaking of, real quick. You know where Tyson Chandler went to or high school?
Somewhere in Michigan.
No, Compton.
Will.
Listen, Compton. You know who else was on that team?
You.
Picture this. No. Tayshawn, light-skinned, ears sticking out, goofy, Curious George. Tayshawn grew up in Compton with Tyson
I
Chandler.
think I made Megan's night.
Oh yeah, man, I'm crying a little bit.
That was good. Yeah, that
All
was
right.
good.
Whenever
John, did I
whenever
make up
we
for it
got
in my still pants.
do a shot. No. Okay, so when we acquired Tiara, which I knew for a fact that like we were looking for her whenever she came into the league, like we were looking to draft her then. I mean, it just didn't work out. Indiana was able to get that pick, and I mean,
Was she a
so she's
first
been on our
round
radar. Yeah. Oh yeah, she was. Hold on.
Yeah, third pick.
Wasn't she in Sabrina's
Third
draft
pick. Yeah,
class?
she was third.
Ionescu was one. How did I don't even know, Megan. How did we end up with her? Would they trade?
She was
Indy?
a free agent. She was a free agent, and so we went after her, and we paid her. So
Even better.
just one of those, right? When we acquired her, my immediate thought was, yes, we have an answer for Liz. We have an answer for BG, and unfortunately, we didn't get to see that matchup with BG this season. And Liz just really dominated us whenever she played us most recently. So it took Tiara a minute to kind of get into the groove with Dallas, like. The first half of the season, I would say she was putting up a lot of points. Like she was hitting 17, 18 points. Not a lot, but above average. And but she didn't have any rebounds. Like she would have 17, 18 points, a rebound. Like, I'm sorry, if you're 6'7", I would rather see you have 17 boards than 17 points, just personally.
Yeah.
That's your role on the team, and that's what we needed from you. And so now we're seeing right, and so now she kind of figured out the flow and where she fits in our offense and in that defense. Now defensively, she's not fast, so that's just something that you have to know with that size. She's not getting up and down the court fast like that.
Wow, whatever. Wasn't she college defensive player of the year, like her junior, senior year? That's another thing I didn't know. And Mississippi State has a special place in my heart.
She may not be that.
My bad.
She may not be that fast. But she kind of moves like Courtney.
My bad.
Bear.
Jahan let me know that she was acquired in a trade from the Fever for the 6th and 7th pick. Y'all know Greg Bibb. He's the owner of the team or the president of the team, right? He's like the guy from the owner of OKC. Like he has draft picks for years coming. So I guess he traded her for those 2 picks. So and then in the last couple of games, this is what her stats have been. Let me see. Against Atlanta, she had 14 and 14. Against Washington, she had 27 and 11. Against Indiana, her former team, she had 17 and 7. And then 15 and 3 the game before that in Chicago. So she's been on a roll. Definitely has several double-doubles this season. Is it shot time? Almost. All right, let's move on to the playoff picture, guys.
You had to have been looking at assists. You had to have been looking at assists or something because you said 6 straight double-doubles and I read 4. Something
Right.
Either way. Best ball of her life.
Megan, can I go out of order here real quick? I just have one thing I need to say about the playoffs.
Okay.
Playoffs.
Atlanta, you have 2 games against the New York Liberty. Win the freaking games, please.
Please, keyword please.
Who are you talking to? About Atlanta?
I'm talking to Atlanta about Atlanta.
Is Atlanta in that group of 11 teams all stuck in 7?
Atlanta's currently in a place because of tiebreakers. So if we can beat New York in these 2 games, we can get in the playoffs.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Hold on. And this is somebody, KP, I hear this all the time. People want the Rockers to come back.
Charlotte Sting got to come back first.
Hey, it's his birthday boy. Jahan, it's your birthday boy.
Yeah,
I mean,
birthday brother.
What other, someone knows, or they should, what other franchise has more than 2 titles? Does the Shock have 2? I feel like we should get the Shock back.
The Wings
Sharp
are the
has
I don't
shot.
know.
three tied-
Someone tell
the
me.
shot, no, and y'all tripping. The Comets coming back first. They're still tied for first with the most championships, and they haven't been in existence since 2009. Bring back the Houston Comets. Anyway, but there's been some dedicated fans. Like I know Charlotte Sting had some dedicated fans. Cleveland had some dedicated fans. Obviously, Detroit did too. All right, so playoff picture right now. Now, over the last week, with the first win against New York, Dallas was able to clinch. Now, they have not clinched the 6th seed quite yet, so they still could fall below the 6th seed, but it's highly doubtful. If we get the 6th seed, looks like we're going to be facing Connecticut.
So let me interject, Megan. I think most teams have 2 games left, so I don't think
Right.
you can fall out of the 6th seed.
No, we have not clinched the 6th seed yet. So we
Wait.
needed to win last night in order to clinch the 6th seed. I mean, and there's got to be a couple other things. A couple other teams got to win in order for us to fall down to the 7th seed, but it's highly unlikely. Well, like I said, when we beat New York, we
Wait.
clinched, but we didn't.
Wait.
Clinch the 6th seed.
Refresh my memory. How many teams get in? 8?
8.
8. Mm-hmm.
Wait, what number? Vegas is 2, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
We-
and
we-
so
we
two
want-
plays
we want the 7.
One place. No.
Yeah.
We played Vegas on the first round. The fuck, we're going home.
We'll
wanna play
beat them.
Connecticut because we have beat Connecticut this season. We have not.
Listen to Megan. She
Or no,
knows
we
her
beat Vegas
stuff.
once. We beat Vegas once.
Yeah. Your girl had the buzzer beater or go ahead basket.
That is true.
I think
I
that
better
just don't
matchup.
think it's playoffs. Playoffs is different. We beat Vegas last week when nobody really cares. Like they were playing hard. Did y'all see that clip of Becky in Vicky Johnson's press conference? It was pretty cute.
correct me if I'm wrong, Megan, but I think what you're saying is it's a favorable matchup for a team that could let off the gas in facing Connecticut than facing the Aces. The Aces seem to be focused and laser light ready for the playoffs.
Now, don't get me wrong. Connecticut is a tough team. They're 23-11 right now. They're 1 game below Vegas and then 2 games below Chicago. So, obviously, a very tough team. But I would much rather play Connecticut than Vegas or Chicago first round.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah, I agree with
Now
that.
that I think about it, you're right because Vegas probably more so than Connecticut would be hyper focused on us making sure they don't lose. But I said at the beginning of the year, I said playoff appearance and probably not beating, one of those top 3 teams. But I knew we weren't going to be good enough to get a high end. I don't know. Who's 4?
Seattle. Then Washington.
You're not beating us. No.
Seattle
Sorry.
might have been okay as a 4-5 if we could have got there.
I don't know. We beat them in the first part of the season, but Seattle kind of fell into their groove later on in the season.
Tyler!
So we'll see what goes on. Oh, we almost had 20 minutes. We'll see what happens with this. I'm most interested in the first round. I'm most interested in that Seattle-Washington matchup.
Yes,
Obviously, I feel
and
like those
Jay, we need
those-
to make a bet on that series.
do some shots, Will.
I
Hey,
will.
Will, I'll do a shot bet with you for that.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I'll buy a
Oh, a
little
shot
thing
bet?
of Fireball. Let's do
How about
it.
a 3 White Claw chug bet?
You can add that to the 3.
Why do you always
It said
want
no.
that,
It's
Dom?
too
What's
much
wrong with
foam.
you?
I'll do 3 shots if we lose, and add that to the 5 I owe my boy Tyler, who's in the chat right now.
I'll buy a
Here's
little
the deal,
bottle-
Jahan.
Dom,
But
give me Dom.
the
I'll buy a
parlays
little thing-
it's only good for one because I don't want you to die. But
Dom, I will
when
buy-
when y'all lose, you're doing the 3, right?
No.
When you
I'm
lose
buying
when you
little
lose by
thing of
more than
Fireball.
10, you have to do a 4th one, but it caps there.
Jahan, or Joseph, I'll buy a little thing
So-
of Fireball this
When
big.
we lose to Detroit,
hmm
are you drunk?
A little
So
bit,
7,
but I would
8,
say it when
9,
I'm
and
sober.
10. 7, 8, 9, and 10 seeds all have the same record,
Right.
14 and 20. So you got Minnesota at number 1, ATL at number 7, ATL at number 8, New York at number 9, and then Phoenix at number 10. So LA has not officially been eliminated, but they have 13 and 21. So highly
I-
unlikely.
I
They-
can see the Liberty sneaking up.
So what I was saying, Megan, before was there's only 2 games left, right?
Right.
You're up 3 games on the 7-8, so there's no way you could fall. You see what I'm saying? There's only 2 games left in the season.
I don't know. I just know off of what the commentator said. They said that we had not clinched the 6th
So you may
seed yet.
I don't know why they would say that, but if you do the math,
Mhm.
unless we're going to get a bonus game, there's no way that you could be caught.
Okay. Which is great. I'm happy about it. I want to play Connecticut.
locked
Don't
in.
want to play
I mean, you at
Vegas,
least
which stunk
six.
on the first round.
You
I
at
don't-
least
Because
six.
I feel like if we have a chance to win that, because it's not a single elimination game. The first round is not a single elimination game anymore. So it's a best
Is it
of 3.
3?
I think best of 3. So I feel like we got a chance to beat Connecticut and make it to the next round. And so for me, like, okay, last year we made the playoffs. The year before that, we almost made the playoffs. So for me, that's an improvement each year. Now, we did not have the
Means
season.
we got
that
to
I
win
wanted
a
us to
series.
have.
But I
Right.
said, we
But
weren't
if
going to
we
win
don't
one.
if we don't beat Connecticut, I feel like we kind of went backwards. And my personal opinion, Satu only played a few games. So what are we going to do with her?
What?
And I
Megan,
mean,
I forgot that it was not single elimination, but I still
it's not
better chance to win 3 games against Vegas.
I just want to
Telling you.
answer. I just want to answer
No.
Tyler. Tyler, the bet is if the Mystics lose to the Storm, I take 3 shots on top of the 5 I have to owe you. If they
Oh
win,
my God, drunk.
Don't do it all at once.
JJ, we'll talk.
I am
We'll
going to
talk
do it
about
all at
off
once
stream.
when I am off the next day.
Just get it over. One drunk night.
8?
Thank you. See, that's why we
I
broke
watched the
this.
playback of
Okay.
one where I did like 6.
Okay, so we heard today that Skylar Diggins is not playing the last 2 games.
Oh,
DT's
no.
out. DT's out. Sky's not playing. They had to sign 2 different veterans to fill in those roster spots because they're so short on ladies to play. Obviously, Mercury season is done. What do y'all think that it's drama with Sky, or do you feel like the season done anyway, so she just decided to not be there?
Can I say something?
Of course, it's your team.
You
I
go
believe that the
You
Mercury,
can fly.
Skylar said it last week.
Yeah, she did.
Their heart ain't in it. And she said that. She said no one wanted to play this game. She said, this is our sister. This is our
It was
real
the
life
day that the
sister.
ruling
This is
came
our
out
friend. This is our family. She's in a jail, et cetera, et cetera. No one wants to play this game. I knew that the BG situation would have a toll on the team, but I expected that they were professional enough and talented enough that this was still a playoff team as constructed. They have a lot going on, and it's time to pull the plug on this season for Phoenix. It was good. They tried to fight their best for BG. They tried to do what they could. But 4 losses to the Minnesota Lynx. Can't pass the Lynx. So I mean, it is what it is. We have
So the Lynx had a little bit of a push in the last part of the season. Like they
For
were
sure.
generally
Do it for
like
Seal. Do it for Seal.
Yeah, they were like at the 10 seed, 11 seed all season long. And then, in the last 3 weeks, they made a little push and they might possibly make the playoffs.
So
All
I'll make a real quick note
Go ahead.
of it. Yes, it has definitely been hard missing BG. She's a huge presence of your team. But as we remember, I think, if I can recall correctly, Skylar Diggins-Smith and Diana Taurasi kind of had a little friction problem at the middle of the year. And so that may be doing part of it. But, yeah, I don't blame her. If I'm her, I'd go to the gym and get ready for next year because
You know what I would do?
you will
I would
possibly have BG back.
I would just lobby to get Nygaard the fuck out of there. But I mean, y'all know that's how I feel.
No, I agree.
Uh,
I agree. Nygaard is not
all right,
the
Dom.
Jahan
Are you
is
okay?
over here. Jahan is over here having breakfast for dinner, getting all ham and cheese omelet.
Dom, do you want to call me out on my own show?
Ooh.
Dominic?
I'm not
wanna get
calling
banned
you
for-
out. I think it's
You wanna get
great.
banned for life? You want to get banned for life?
I think it's great.
You're
No,
on
he
the
wants
list,
to get
or
paid
how does
for
it go?
life.
No soup for you.
No,
So
super.
for
You-
your 3 months.
Yes.
Anyhow,
Tyler.
the Mercury. You know
Look at
what? Mercury 2023 WNBA champions. You heard it here first.
Okay, cool. What you got?
Well, that's first and last because that won't be happening. And you can't ban the
Oh.
snowman, so I'm not worried about you banning me, sir.
Banned for
Wait a
life
minute.
as well.
No, sir. You bask in my
Wait a
glory. You do
minute.
not ban me.
Acknowledge
Somewhere
me.
I come where I
Acknowledge
belong to,
me.
and you just bask and enjoy.
Cool.
That you
Acknowledge
have me
me.
here. I won't. You are
Wow.
two. We don't acknowledge twos. So
Acknowledge me.
there's two
We the
John.
twos.
very
We the
We the
twos.
there's two
twos.
very
Gang, gang.
Run
important
the
people.
ticker.
There's
John.
two very important games that we all need to be watching for the dream's sake. So go Seattle on Friday night when they play Minnesota, and go Connecticut when they play Minnesota on Sunday. All the Dream have to do is take care of business against New York twice, and they'll be in. Minnesota loses, possibility to move up. We do have Phoenix in that mix, but as you just said, they're not really in that mix anymore. So we're not worried about them. So that just leaves New York, who we play. So if we handle our business against New York, Minnesota loses at least one of those two games. The Dream get to move up to 7, and then instead of having to play the Sky, we get to play the Aces. Yay! Neither one of those are favorable matchups. Right.
No,
That was the
anybody
point
in
of
the
the
7
season.
or 8 seed, it's
Right.
tough. It's really, really tough.
So
And that was my
No,
point of
no,
I want to
bro.
be the
The
6
Dream-
seed.
the Dream had a very good opportunity this year, but injuries and just a couple of just tough losses have just really derailed the season. Like the beginning of the season.
I don't know if I
in
would
the
say
middle.
derailed, because I think y'all obviously exceeded my expectations.
Well, your expectations were low, so
Um,
exceeding low
I
expectations.
mean, but
doesn't mean
okay, I
had
did.
real
I said
expectations.
I expected you and Indiana to be the worst teams in the league, and
So- so I'm
Indiana
saying,
was,
so-
and you guys definitely were not. Like,
But
you
that's what I'm
guys
saying,
definitely were
so-
not.
Not being the second worst team in the league. Well, thank you, Megan. Like,
You're welcome. You're
I said
welcome.
the
Jahan-
That was
Dream will
sarcastic.
make the
No,
No,
playoffs. I just
Jahan,
want to throw that out
Jahan
there.
Road. Jahan Road, he said y'all were going to make the playoffs.
I said Dream will make the
I bet.
playoffs. I said Dream would beat the Wings.
I said single digit wins, and that it was laughable that we were beating y'all. Obviously, we had a little struggle in this season as well. Thank you, ATL.
I
Y'all
want to say
beat
I
us
called both of these things
2
happening.
out of
Dream
2
in the
out of 3
playoffs.
times.
Dream beating the Wings.
So
All I'm
Yeah, no,
saying
you
is-
said, but you did say
all
both
I'm
of them.
saying-
Jahan,
did
read-
not make the
John,
playoffs.
read
And
your
you-
text.
we won some games that we actually should have that
Read your
because of things
text.
that we did, we lost. We could have been sitting in a better seed closer to what we were earlier in the season. We haven't won a lot of games lately, right?
No,
The
if
fact
y'all
that we
make
had
the
a strong start
playoffs,
to the
the
season-
season is a
Hey.
fucking success. Because look, y'all blew the roster up. Y'all blew the
But
roster
that's-
up. You got
but
a
that's
rookie
according
coach.
to you, who had us as the second worst team in the league,
That is
right?
correct.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yes.
I understand where you're coming from, but you didn't acknowledge us. You never acknowledged us.
No, I am. Like,
You
if
are
y'all
now.
made the if y'all
But
made the
earlier you
playoffs,
had us as a 3, not
I'm
as
pretty
a 2.
sure. What do I owe you? Did we put a 50 spot on it?
No, we did not.
Not
We did
you,
not.
huh, Jahan.
Yeah, we did. Nah, we didn't. We
Okay.
only put a 50
Okay.
on the Celtics.
But
Oh,
the thing is, it is a good season, and I love our coach because she's very, very
Solo, yeah, look like I'm
keeping everybody right. She's very into whether we're winning, whether we're losing, whatever the score is. Let's play hard
Right.
and let's keep running the system and let's keep doing it. And we have the rookie of the year and the first rookie to make 77 threes of the season. Shout out to the amazing Ryan
oh
Howard.
yeah, no, Ryan
And as
Howard
long
came in and
As
showed out.
Ryan Howard is there, the Dream are going to have chances in the future. And there's a lot of great
Absolutely.
players around her as well. So
Wait, no, y'all got somebody
excited.
else that I really like too.
Tiffany Hayes?
Parker. Parker. I love
Cheyenne?
Cheyenne Parker.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Cheyenne.
She's a baller. She's a baller.
They did it wrong the other night, though. I will
I
say they
can't
did it
even
wrong
lie.
the other night.
We're not gonna go. Never mind. That's for another
Do it.
day. Hey,
Do
my
it.
boy Kyle with the shout out.
I know. What the fuck was y'all talking
Well,
about over there?
My boy Kyle with the shout out. The
Okay.
marathon continues.
Fucking flies. Joseph, you got anything on this?
Well, yeah, I want to go back to the Phoenix Mercury. I do
Megan,
have-
are we doing one if we hit 35 minutes? What's up?
Yeah, every 5 minutes.
I do want to challenge Jahan on the aspect
I'm going
of
to
the
Walmart.
Don't challenge me on anything.
no, because I
Acknowledge me.
can I finish?
By the
Dude,
way, I
that's
got
funny.
skipped, but I'll go. I got
I-
skipped, but I'll go quick after JoJo.
I've been waiting very patiently now. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
He has.
Nothing with the Phoenix Mercury season surprises me because as professional as you are, we have to think the WNBA is a sisterhood tighter than the NBA. They're all for each other. They're all for one. So this, when you're taking your second or arguably your best player on your team and they're in jail, nothing as professional as you are and you're in a place that you're trying to, we're already up against it in the WNBA on this side.
Hey, regardless of what you say, Joseph, this team without BG is a playoff team. Period. This
Again,
team has enough talent in their left wrist to be a playoff team.
I think you're severely underestimating the mental toll it has to know that your girl is locked up in a Russian
Mental,
prison.
physical, any of that. This team is a playoff team as
Let this guy
constructed
finish
without
his
BG.
statement, Jahan.
Let me get through it. Because the thing is, you can be the greatest ever, but if your mind's not there because you're worried about somebody that honestly could be in some potential danger, you kind of lose focus. And you just quoted Skylar saying their heart's not in it. Their heart honestly was never in it when they found out PG.
Right, but that doesn't mean that they weren't the more talented team.
No,
you have a team full of superstars, and they're losing to the Minnesota Lynx.
You can be the talented team if your heart's not there. You're not going to come every game and every night. And so at the end of the day,
Yeah, and you know why your heart's not in it? Because your coach.
Because you're losing. No, your heart's not in it because you're losing.
I will have
right, but why are you losing? Because you got a shit coach.
I will have to disagree on this front because I think if Brittany Griner was there, we would see them in the playoffs.
If Brittany Griner was there, the Mercury are the world champs.
Okay.
Right, because Tina Charles wouldn't have left. No, Tina Charles wouldn't have left if BG was there.
How does
Because
it
Tina
go?
Charles-
If
Tina
ifs
Charles-
and buts.
We
Coulda,
could play the
shoulda,
what if
no,
game all
coulda,
night.
shoulda,
We could
woulda.
play the what if game all night though.
Listen,
I'm trying
Jahan,
to
if was a fifth, you'd be drunker than you already are.
I'm not
right.
drunk.
I'm realizing that, but I'm just trying to finish here because there was something I'm going to be saying here. This hits directly to home. It's not as if you're in the United States awaiting your trial, whatever. You're in an overseas prison that, if they really wanted to, they can make you disappear. And so when you have
At the same time, though, it was announced today that she's in talks with a prisoner swap.
Okay, what I'm saying is,
I've been saying that for 2 months, though.
No, it was announced today.
Let Joseph
No, they
finish,
haven't.
guys. I want to hear him.
Oh my gosh, I am the moderator. Joseph, please finish.
Thank you, moderator. I appreciate you. What I am saying is, I can be focused on work, but if my sister is locked up in a prison that I'm not so sure if she's going to be able to get out, it's going to be very difficult and challenging no matter how great of I am or great of a team I am to play knowing there's somebody here there's somebody that should be here that's not here. And not only are they not here, there's a chance they're a political pawn. So if they wanted to, and if we pissed Russia off and things got rough and we said, we'll bump it, whatever, that could be adverse. So nothing that happened this year for them surprised me. I was hoping that they could handle it through, but after I seen some games the way they played, I knew their mind was never going to be there. Now, if Brittany,
Bro, you giving excuses right now. This was a fucking
I think
playoff
that's
team.
less about excuses and more about how you feel about the team personally.
No, this is a playoff team, regardless of everything. Like, there's no reason. There's no reason the talent doesn't outweigh the result.
If you
I
don't
agree.
have
No,
the
I
heart-
completely agree. How many of those people? How many of those players were on Team USA or were tried out for Team USA?
Fucking everybody on the Phoenix Mercury is Team
Again.
USA.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I disagree with both of you here because if you have all the talent in your world and your heart is not all the way in it, you're not.
And
going
you
to break.
still out talent the fucking bum ass teams they're losing to.
Again,
It's
that proves
true.
my point. That proves that their
It is
heart's not
true.
in it. And so
Right.
their heart's not
Underachieving.
there.
Hey, right.
talent-wise,
If they had a real coach, if they had a real coach, their heart would be in it because you know what? Their
No,
coach is full of
Joseph,
misery.
no way this
That-
team, as
no.
constructed, even with everything going on, should be losing to the fucking Minnesota Lynx 4 games.
Jahan, you're right. Jahan, you're right. But Megan is also right.
What it takes a toll on
It's the
somebody
coach as much as it is the
outrageous
players.
is
Okay.
if the
Oh
person
shit.
that's supposed to be there is not here. I guarantee if she was
Give it
here,
a shot, Megan.
Oh
if
yeah.
she was
No
here,
way. It's my
I
bro.
expect
No way.
a whole different
Okay.
ball.
Oh, wow.
We moving. Hold on. We moving on from the W. We're moving on from the W because obviously we're not gonna agree on it, but we're gonna move on from the W. Here's the thing.
Oh shit,
Where's-
Anthony Brown.
What's up,
It's the
Anthony?
ghost of Anthony's past.
Oh my
Where's your
God.
chains, Marley?
Do a
What's
shot.
up?
Do a
Hey,
shot,
I'm 2
Anthony.
minutes late. I'm 2 minutes late. Here we go.
No, like
Y'all arguing.
Brown.
Mercury
Anthony
trash.
Brown.
They shouldn't have been trash, regardless. But okay, so what's going to happen with KD? Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on to the NBA. Let's move on to the NBA. What's going to happen with KD? Will,
He's gonna
start
stay
us
where
off.
he's at.
There's rumors that Boston wants him. I get it. Hot, fresh face. But your team is so good as it is right now. I know having KD is great, but I think Boston proved us last year that when they said, and shout out to Jennifer Lewis, said that Marcus Smart said to the team, we need to get this stuff together and get it right. And they already have a good team with Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, Derek White coming off the bench. They have Jaylen Brown, Robert Williams, Al Horford. So I don't really know what's going to happen with KD. I personally, honestly, I know he wants out of Brooklyn. I think he stays, honestly, one more year. And then
Okay, so but
retries.
okay, and this week he was quoted as saying like he wanted the GM and he wanted Steve Nash gone. And the owner
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
either me
"Nerp."
or Steve Nash.
He was
and
like, "Nerp."
Get rid of all the
I honestly
motherfuckers.
think he stays one more year in Brooklyn.
Okay. Dom, what you got?
I was looking for the one that I saw the other day. It was just some stupid 3-team trade. I can't even remember who. Portland. Yeah, Portland. The thing I'm seeing about
not going to
Boston. No, certainly not. The thing I'm seeing about Boston, because that was the one I heard. Brooklyn was trying to get Tatum and Jaylen Brown. That's not
Right.
happening.
No,
I
they
don't
get-
know even for sure what Miami would have to offer, but that seems like the move.
It'd
Like
be like
far and
if
away.
I had to guess
The other one I
it'd
see is
be
the
Hero
Raptors, and I'm like,
some-
what? How?
It'd be Duncan
No.
Robinson and Hero, I would guess.
And
Probably a first rounder, 2 first rounders, 3 first rounders. In my opinion.
I don't know. That
Okay, but
Like
we saw
I said,
some rumors talking about he might go to Philly, but Philly's gonna have to give away because they have no one to give up. You know what
That's
I mean?
him and
All they,
Harden
all they,
all over again.
right? Okay,
I
so
remember-
like
I
unless you
remember
want to
now.
give Harden
It was-
back to Brooklyn, like just kidding, y'all. Y'all can have Harden back. We're gonna take
Well,
KD.
exactly. It's
Um,
either him or or Embiid, and they're not getting rid of Embiid.
No, they're not getting rid of Embiid. They would have to get rid of Maxey and maybe Thibault, and then what? Harris.
they don't want to do that.
But Harris and like a few first
Harris
rounders.
was supposed to be part of it. They don't want to get rid of Maxey.
No, Maxey's their future point guard for sure.
If they smart, they won't get rid of Maxey.
KP,
Maxey's
that's
the best
dumb
player
as-
on that team, bro. Low key.
They need to
Yeah.
just. I forgot what it was. Oh, okay. Philly, Brooklyn.
Oh my gosh, Tyler, that's funny.
40-minute
They need
mark.
to just. They need to fly Harden to. Oh no, they won't. They won't take him back. Wherever he's going, just drop him out of the plane.
Again. We had number 7. I need y'all to wrap this shit up. I'm gonna shut
Wrap it up, B.
Very
Hey.
simple. I'll make it very simple. Brooklyn has set unrealistic requests for Kevin Durant. He's not going to be traded. They don't want to trade him, but they're going to go through the motions with him so they can say, hey, we try to trade you. Nobody wants to pay what you're worth, so you're going to have to stay here.
I agree
agree.
100%.
I agree with Cool because after they saw Rudy Gobert get all the packages, they said, "Boom, he's 10 times the player Rudy Gobert is. Let me shoot for the stars." Realistically, if he was to be traded, I think I could see why Boston wants him because this reminds me of
What you call it?
Golden State acquiring him the first time to tackle LeBron in Cleveland. He got to match them, but they had to get that person to take them over the top because it ruined their 73-9 season. Boston is great, but when they faced Golden State, if you take out, let's say, a Jaylen Brown, Kevin Durant is a team player. He buys into a defensive system. He would be the catalyst to help you get over the top if you happen to face them again. Or the same way with Miami. But I do agree with Cool. I don't think he's going to get anywhere because they set too high of expectations, and nobody's going to do that no matter how good you are. So you're about to be, unfortunately, miserable back in Brooklyn for another season.
If I was Boston, I'd give them Tatum for sure. You're not getting Jaylen Brown as well, but you can have Tatum and 100,000 first-round picks.
I'd give Tatum and Derek White, or Tatum, Derek White, and a couple picks. If they're going to have Malcolm Brogdon and Marcus Smart there, I'd give them Tatum and Derek White.
All right, guys. Well, we have hit the mark that I don't want to take any more shots, so we done with the show. I told y'all we taking shots every 5 minutes.
I ain't hear no bell.
I ain't hear no bell, Rob.
I've had enough. So that's the end of the show. This is all that's really going on. We will see y'all next week. The playoffs will be starting for the WNBA. And unless anybody wants to give a shout out real quick, we are done. Anybody want to give a shout out?
I want to give a shout out
Hey, shout
to
out to the Sip Off crew,
the
man.
Sip
I'm
Off
back,
sponsor.
I'm better, baby. Super late, but I'm here. I'm here. Jahan, I'm here. I'm here.
That's cool. That's cool.
All right, guys. And that's the end of the show. We love y'all. Thank you for commenting. Anybody that shared, showed up, watched, we appreciate y'all. Jahan and I don't need no more shots.
No more.